I am so tired. I'm drained, but this is my third time going live today. Literally just got back from the gym. My time management has becoming so crucial. I don't know if you guys are like in the same season where I feel like right now I just been going hard, or you might have been going hard, but I have to stay consistent. I was on live earlier and we were talking about editing services and leveraging your link in your bios, putting all your links and handles on your link trees or your bios, and things of that nature. So I want to say welcome to my live. If my energy seems a little bit of down, I'm not down. I just am trying to get this pre-workout out of my system. I was a little jittery, so that's why I have on this coat. But more or less, you guys are here for the Amazon. So let's talk about the Amazon. I'm going to probably be on here for just a little bit tonight, just because, you know, like I said, this is my third time going live today. So you are welcome in the chat. I'm going to be looking at the chat. I'm going to be trying to engage with you guys as much as possible. And make sure to double tap for your girl today. If you've been following my my lives for the last 2 days or the last weeks, you have been seeing that I've been consistent, just dropping off digital products, how to manage your businesses, how to leverage your services using TikTok. Not just brand ambassadoring or brand ambassadors or samples, etc. But I get this question all the time. How am I making money using Amazon? And today I want to talk about it. It's going to be a step-by-step link in my bio. It is a digital ebook. You have to purchase that ebook on my website. I believe if you go to my bio, it's going to either be one or the second one on my website. I will never try to send you anything. I will never try to sell you anything the first time go. But honestly, I love teaching. I love sharing knowledge. Knowledge is power. I was literally in an Uber today, and I was handling the gentleman my business card and my flyer. And he was like, "Why are you just so nice?" And I'm like, "I'm not nice. I'm kind," because I do have my modes. But I feel like in the world that we live today, we're really supposed to be giving and sharing and not gatekeeping, okay? Because it's a lot of people who really are wanting to take and change the level of their life. And if you have any type of information, I feel we should be able to share and give people seeds of inspiration, seeds of knowledge to, you know, help them reach their desires or their levels of success. So tonight is more so, I normally do my classes with the whiteboard, but because I'm going to be using ChatGPT and because I have a PowerPoint, I'm going to be looking over here. Probably going to be getting off in the next 15 minutes. We're going to try to wrap this up. So let's jump into it. If you're here and you stay consistently, I would like to engage with you and get your email so I can send you something free. Yes, free. I try to give something good away. I just need you to give me your email or DM me. But let's jump into Amazon. So why is Amazon something that you could be very lucrative? And if you're interested in Amazon, I want to talk about exactly what Amazon can take and how you can make $10,000 per month or more. $10,000 is on the bare minimum. However, when I first started, I started off, honestly, my first 30 days, I started with no money. So the very first month, you're most likely not going to make money, but that is because Amazon pays you on a bi-weekly payout system. So if you start within the middle of the month, that means you're going to take at least 30 days before you see a payout from Amazon. When we ask about Amazon, a lot of people are like, they don't understand that these sellers accounts are just like Walmart, Target, who else is like them? Temu. These are all sites that you see that allows home sellers, and I'm going to use the word home sellers. Home sellers are like me and you, okay? You can have an account. You don't technically need to have an LLC to start this, guys. You can start just as a sole proprietor. They don't ask for any business license to set up. They only require you to put in your EIN information if you do have a business. If you don't have a business EIN, you can use sole proprietor, which is just meaning your social security, okay? One of the top questions I get all the time, and you guys can look down here to see some of the questions that what I'm going to be going over, the steps in making money on Amazon. So if you could see that, you probably do have to pause the chat for you to be able to fully see, but you're going to see that right there if you can see that. Okay, drop an emoji in the chat. What type of business do you have right now? I want to engage with you guys. What type of business do you operate? Are you a content creator? Are you an LLC? Do you have your own business? Are you B2B service? What type of business you do? Drop your city and where you're located. I see a lot of people coming through on the chat. So if you want to engage with me, drop what type of business you have. Okay, so do you need to have a business license? The answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. How old do you need to be? You definitely need to be over the age of 18 and up. So this is another play that I tell parents: put your children on to creating a seller's account. A seller's account is just like Shopify. If you can afford Shopify, Shopify is roughly around, I believe, $19.99 to $24.99, depending on what type of Shopify account you want. Amazon Pro account is starting at $29.99 per month. The good thing is they will deduct that from your sales. So if you are worried about will you make sales or whatever, don't worry. They're going to automatically deduct that from your seller's account. Guys, you can start making money with Amazon within 30 days, okay? Now, the top question I get is, how fast can you make money? Like I said before, don't expect money in the first 30 days, okay? This is something that you are going to need to take seriously, because after that first 30 days, you're going to make money. But the seller account, and you getting your products in your store is going to take time. The next thing that I would highly recommend is joining a community. You want to join a community. Why? Because YouTube is not going to give you an all fits one. When I first invested into my training for Amazon, I believe the program was roughly around $600, okay? Some people may not have $600, but they have payment plans at that time, okay? Instead, I had $300 that I was willing to take a risk on, okay? Because you understand, when we're learning things, you're like, oh, am I ready for this? And you might have more things right now in your life that you need to take care of, right? But if you're really just tired and you want to, like, not everything, guys, is a scam. You know, like, once you start realizing that you can monetize on these platforms, Walmart's another platform you can monetize on. A lot of people think that you need to have, like, these business credentials, and you don't. You really don't. I highly suggest doing your research into Walmart, Temu, even Temu. You know, Shop Like a Billionaire. Temu allows you to be a seller, okay? These qualifications, they're not asking for no crazy qualifications, okay? So take time to really do your due diligence if you are really trying to step it up, because we've seen what they've done to TikTok. They took it away, they gave it back, but we don't know what's going to subside over the course of months or years. So if you are a digital tycoon, like I am, I'm a digital tycoon, a digital entrepreneur. So everything I do, I try to make money from the palm of my hands. Now, what's a day-to-day looking for an Amazon seller, okay? If my voice seems a little bit, I'm trying not to yell at you guys. A day-to-day Amazon seller is receiving your orders from your seller's account. The apps are very tech-friendly. So technically, all you have to do is take your camera phone, go into your bargain outlet stores, Ross, bargain markets. This is accessible from all states, guys. If you're on the East Coast, West Coast, Northeast, wherever you are, Amazon sells to all platforms. Becoming a seller is very easy. 18 and older, $29 per month for the Pro account. Download the Seller Pro app. You're going to go into the camera mode and you're going to start scanning products on your shelves. Where I started was in my home, because if you look in your home right now, most likely in your kitchen, in your living room, in your refrigerator, you have items that are already registered on Amazon. So what I want to do is my next live, I want to show you just the screen. I'm going to do Amazon on certain days, digital products on certain days, Thumbtack Pro on certain days. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm showing you all the games of how to make passive income digitally from your phone, from your desktop, from your computer. You're only going to follow me if you want to know this. If this is not your cup of tea, this is not your cup of tea. Okay? I could quickly and easily just serve beautiful pictures and showing out and whatever, but this is my passion. I love educating. I am a business owner. I have 2 LLCs right now. I have a contracting service digital app that I work as a middleman, and I send people jobs. Amazon, I've been selling on Amazon on and off because I do take breaks. I've been serving and selling on Amazon for at least 2 years. My first year, I would have to see what I gross, but in my Discord group, I will show all my timestamps because documentation beats conversation, right? So link in my bio if you're curious about learning more of what that is for me. In those groups, you will be able to join my communities, but you have to click my link if this is of your interest. I'm not just about to show all my stuff out here. I only will show that to people who are showing me that they're going to be consistent, they're going to be showing up, and they're going to invest the time. My Discord group is only going to be free for the first 30 days, and then it's going to be a small fee of just like $5.99 up to $10.99 depending on which group you want to fall in. If you want to go in the Amazon group, if you want to go into the digital download group, if you want to go into any of those Thumbtack groups for if you have a service to service model business. I was on live earlier talking about service to service businesses, how to leverage AI, how to leverage bots, how to leverage these automation systems that's going to take you up and make money. Okay, we're not talking about toiling, we're not talking about spending $1,000 and hundreds of dollars. We're talking about not bare minimum, because nothing's bare minimum. I try to stay for that, but my brand is never settle, and that's teaching people like we should not settle for being slaves and working hard, but we should work on having good character. We should work on going the extra miles. And if you want to take your family out of poverty or having more financial freedom, these are ways that you can. You just have to invest in yourself and stop telling yourself it's so hard. It's a mental thing. It's not hard. It's definitely not hard. But here, I'm not here to preach, okay? I'm not here to preach. But let's jump into the third fact. Getting approved with products to sell. As I stated, when you download the Seller Central app, if I'm going too fast and you have a question and something is, catching you and you need to know more, drop in the chat, let me know if I'm going too fast. Oh, my foot is going to sleep. Okay. So if you are wanting to getting approved, go into your app store, do this research tonight. If you're still here and you're still curious, this is information that's just going to be it. Like I'm telling you, you can get started today, and by next month you can call me back and be like, thank you, girl. Like, honestly, I'm so happy that I just started it, because first of all, anything new that you could do from your phone, just like Uber came and destructed the cab industry, just like Airbnb came and destructed the hotel business, Amazon, Walmart, I don't think Target has it, but those two have it, and Temu has it. So those are the three. Temu is up on the rising, but because of the tariffs that our president is going through right now, we might see some altercation, because that's not based in the US soil, that's based in China. So can you become a seller? Yes. Can it be fast? Yes. Can you make profits fast? Yes. The question is, are you going to have the due diligence? Now, the very first time when I started going in and I would physically drive to the stores, okay? Now, I don't highly suggest that you do that. I highly suggest that you go to the website that you're trying to look on, scan these items using the phone. Literally, all you have to do is take your phone, go to Walmart.com, go to Now, excuse me, it only can be websites like your bargain outlets. They're not going to have websites because those are bargain items that go off the shelf at different stores, and then they try to sell them to you for a lower price, right? But sites like Walmart, sites like, where else was I going? I was going to Walmart, bargain outlets, and pet stores. Pets is another huge thing. Pet stores. You're wanting to go to these sites that you can take your phone and scan their inventory from your computer. Now, when I started, I was driving on my gas, and it was like a field trip. So it was fun. It was so fun. Okay. But what I will state is that was a waste of my time in a lot of scenarios. Okay. Because when I realized, I don't have to drive to these stores, I could go to the website and use my phone and scan. This is thinking smarter, not harder. Why work hard when you can work smart? And there's loopholes if you just have a different perspective about how you go about it, okay? Because we both know driving in a car, 2 hours in the store, back and forth, that's your gas now. So what I'm giving you is the play that's going to be most lucrative for the mess ups that I started when I started, okay? Next thing, when you're getting approved for these products, this is the term called ungating. So ungating means that you are getting approved to sell these items on your Amazon seller account. So when you go to Amazon and you put a product in your account, I'm going to try to bring up one. Because I want you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about. When you go to Amazon, we think everything is being shipped from Amazon. How many of you guys, when you buy something, you think that it's coming from the Amazon, like, business, quote unquote? We know that Amazon has multiple warehouses, but who believes that it's really coming from Amazon? Anybody in the chat? If you don't know, it's fine. If you thought, you're just like me. Because I used to think, oh, Amazon ships me this, right? Oh, Walmart ships me this. Oh, Temu ships me this. But then, if you really pay attention on Amazon, it shows you that it's not through Amazon. It's through a seller on Amazon's platform, which is a person just like me and you, which is fun. Because then that should take your brain to say, wow, if they could do it, I could do it. That's the whole beauty about business. If you see someone else doing, there's chances for you to do the same thing, okay? So Amazon is not shipping everything from them. However, there is products that they are selling through their shipment, their warehouses, that is Amazon brand, okay? You'll see those Amazon essential products, okay? Again, if you're just joining the live, we are talking about how to make 10,000 on Amazon, okay? This is passive income you can make with zero qualifications. You don't need a business LLC. You only need to be of age of 18. This is something you can teach to your children, and you can run this from your phone. The most work you have to do is drop off packages at your UPS, or if you're lazy, you can have UPS or the post office pick up your packages and then deliver it to the shipping departments. How easy is that, okay? So if you guys don't know me, my name is Miss Tycoon, but I also go by Miss Never Settle. These are my two brands. These are my passion businesses that I started. But before that, I have an LLC, Concierge Business Services, that services Airbnb owners. And I also have been a six-figure winner in Amazon, okay, and Thumbtack. So earlier I did a live on how to make six figures, 10,000 on Thumbtack, and tonight I wanted to drop the jewels on Amazon, okay? If you join my Discord group, you'll see my live testimonials. You'll also see my live pictures of me packing orders and getting orders, guys. I'm telling you, within 30 days, you can be making income. Now, when my phone dies, I know y'all can't see it, but my phone is on 9%. And I've been on live 3 times so far today. So Really, honestly, if you like and resonate with any of this, go ahead and follow me and turn on your notifications, because this is just free game. I will not try to sell you anything, but honestly, in 2025, we all got to be about our money. We all have to be about our future investments, our children, our lifestyles. And honestly, just scrolling on TikTok is not the wave. So if this is for you, if that resonates with you, share, like, you know, continue to listen, tap in. If it doesn't, hey, I get it. You know, continue to be distracted. But anyways, let's look at the fact that, like I said, with Amazon, sellers on there are not typical. It's not there. So I'm going to look up a product real quick. I'm going to put toilet paper. Now, a lot of people say, well, what type of products can I sell? Honey, any and everything. But first, the main thing you want to focus on is being ungated. Ungated is the terminology for being approved to sell these items on your seller's account, okay? So you're gonna wanna do that. So I'm gonna show you guys my screen, and then I'm gonna show you how many sellers are selling this one item. So let's check it out. All right, let me share my screen. Anybody know how I flip this camera over? Let me see. If you know in the chat how I can flip my screen over, please do share. I'm gonna hit more and see what happens. Mirror your video. No, I don't know if I know how to do it. If you know, help your girl out. How do I flip my camera? Okay, if I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it. So let me know if you guys can see. Yes, you can see. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can zoom in. We're gonna look up toilet paper, okay? We're gonna look up toilet paper. I'm gonna try to make it big. All right, so the first thing I want you guys to know, we are just trying to test to see how many sellers are selling common brand things so you can get an understanding where to start, okay? Let's click on Charmin, okay? I'm gonna click on him. Now, the first thing you're gonna go to see, give me a second. You're going to go to, let's see if this product is actually gonna be beneficial to do. The first thing we're gonna see, it's gonna tell you if Amazon is the only seller. I'm not gonna pick that because that one was not popping automatically. Let's go to a brand that's kind of like, now before I used to have a gadget that will show me how many, okay, you see this right here? 11 new offers. That means that there's 11 sellers. That's 11 sellers. This is perfect. Okay? You see that? Sold by, I know you can't see this. Let me see if I can make a zoom. Now look at this. Ooh-wee. I love getting excited. Okay. Sold by top level supply. That's a seller. That's you or me right now, right? They're selling it for $20.90. He's selling it. Lucky for you. You see these stores? These are sellers. This is me and you. If you wanted to open up right now, continue. So when you see 11 offers or however many numbers is here, that means that's as many people that are selling this product. Now tell me, if you buy this product in bulk, some people are selling it for $12.49, $20.90, $21. Let's see who's selling it the highest. Highest right now is $25.33. Okay? Now, who's good at math? The very first product price was $11. Somebody is selling it on Seller Central for $25.25. The lowest is $11. You do the math. Okay? Compound interest, family. Compound interest, babe. Compound interest, Carrie, Moongate. Compound interest. Why is this important? I have Jewish roots. So Jewish people, we love numbers. It don't make sense if it don't make numbers, baby. So look at this. If I had my board up here, I would do some math for you guys, but I don't feel like doing this. Whatever that ratio of 11 to 25, you make your own pricing. So when inflation is up, there's people who never go to the store, you guys, and buy everything online. So whatever that ratio of number, now do you have to buy your own products? For sure. That's why getting a wholesaler account is going to be important. But where I started, I didn't start with a wholesaler's account. That's not necessary. Now I'm going to drop a free game, a free nugget. You can go to the dollar markets, Five Below, bargain outlet, flea markets, all of these items that are marked down. You could resell them on Amazon, okay? But you have to get ungated in these product categories, because food, beverages, home goods, etc. If you want more of this information, you're going to have to join a community, because guess what? You're going to have questions. You're going to want to know, like, what am I going to need to stock in my inventory? What are going to be your essentials? And that's the information I give you in my free community, okay? You're going to have questions about how am I supposed to start? Now, what I tell all my students and the people that I've coached and I've been coached with as well, we started with, we wanted a very low cost margin, meaning a low cost investment, because really where your money has to invest, you have to get boxing material, you have to get what we call a weigher, you have to get a printer, a thermal printer for your labels, because if not, you're going to spend a lot of money in shipping labels at your current UPS or your post office, okay? Average shipping cost ranges from at least $5 all the way up. It could go higher depending where you're shipping to Canada, out of US soil, even to Mexico. I don't recommend shipping to Mexico because of the shipping prices. It's not a good ROI. I don't recommend that. But again, your basics essentials is going to be wrapping, boxes, a thermal printer. You can spend your first investment of under $200 to $300 if you bargain right. Okay. Now, is this investment going to be lucrative? Yes. This is a skill I can take a break from and I can come back to whenever I please. Why? Because now I obtain the knowledge. Now it's also something I could be lucrative to teaching my children. I can teach my family if they're not lazy, because sometimes, you know, it's really not rocket science. It really becomes addicting and fun because it's numbers, and it's not like you got to go find these sellers, and it's no marketing. That's what I love about it, is that people were clicking on my store and I didn't even have reviews yet, because all they see in their brain is cheap. I want to buy cheap. Not cheap, but I want to order what I want to order online. Most people don't even know that they're buying items from a private seller that ships, and their inventory either sits into Amazon shipping or you ship it out. So we'll talk about that too next class, FBM and FBA. My phone is going to die, so I want to make sure that I do got to get some rest. But guys, I will be continuing to these classes every week, okay? I guess I can probably figure out which days I want to do Amazon and which days I want to do service to service businesses like Thumbtack for lead generations, because I went to school for computer science. That is my background. I went to Chapman University. I didn't finish my master's, but I took a break because I started making money the moment I started applying my information. And like a lot of people who go to universities or colleges, you know, just because you have a college degree doesn't really mean anything today. It really means if you can just jump in and take risks and go after what you desire. You can look up my businesses on Google right now. Tycoon Global Supply is my seller account on Amazon. Click the link in my bios. You're going to be able to see my concierge B&B services, my digital downloads, and my workshops and stuff that I have available. More to come because I have my team working on things. But in the consensus of everything, this is going to be lucrative. Amazon is going to be so lucrative, okay? Amazon is going to be so lucrative. Now I want to make sure I'm answering any questions. Anybody got any questions? I mean, if you have a question, shoot them at me. I'm willing to answer. I mean, of course, I'm here to help anyone that wants to scale. You know, a lot of people don't like all this boring stuff. I get it. It's TikTok. It's all about somebody being sold something. But our best investment is going after ways to be financially free, ways to live and travel wherever we want to go and do the things that we want to do for our loved ones. And I really firmly believe that Amazon is a way to go. I mean, when you're driving down the road, you're seeing Amazon trucks everywhere. Okay. I will be jumping back on today, not today, but I will be jumping back on at least twice a week. The last thing I want to say is, if you drop your email, if you DM me your email, I will send you a free guide that is going to show you how to get started, basically like a summary of what we talked about today. And then if you stay consistent with me with your emails, you'll have percentages for if you want to join my Discord group. Right now, that Discord group is free for the first 30 days. So take advantage of that, especially if you resonated and you're curious about what I talked about today. I'm getting famished. I'm tired. So that's consistency, babe. That is consistent. I've been showing up for freaking, this is my 3rd time being online today. 3rd time, okay? So don't let anyone get in the way of your dreams. God has something he's doing inside of you. He has something that he's wanting you to continue to show up. Continue to show up. Continue to go after things that like push you to be greater. Don't be afraid to take chances and risks. It's not just about the lifestyle, but what you can do with your lifestyle and how and who you can help. So you guys stay tuned for more. I will be going live again either Thursday or Friday on Amazon. And have a beautiful night, and thank you for tuning in. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna log off. I'll be back on later this week.